Hi everyone. Today we are going to do a quick little discussion on how to structure your practice time when practicing piano. So if you are a beginner or you even practice a lot now, we're just going to give some tips on what you should what you should be including, and there might be a surprise at the end. So hi everyone, my name is April. I'm from Piano Lessons Info and the Piano Chords Club, and I do a lot of teaching about chords specifically, but yeah, piano, right? So today, we're talking about how to structure your practice time when practicing piano. So there are really three things, three sections of practice that I consider important. A lot of people think of the first two I'll mention, but the last one is also quite important. So the first thing to do, and the first thing I always did when practicing daily, was to start with a warm-up. So to warm up, you can do quite a few different things, but mostly it's what in the past I considered the boring stuff, the technique. The things to get your fingers strong and moving like they should. So this could include a scale. This could include playing some chords or inversions or triads or arpeggios. So these are all kind of technical piano terms, but you could look up any of these things. For example, look up a C scale or a C chord, C triad, C arpeggio, and it'll give you the notes that you could try. So all of those are important, and what it really helps to do is get your fingers moving and exercising, and then it makes what's coming next a lot better because your fingers are warmed up. So part two is to practice your songs or pieces of music. So basically now you can enjoy what you're doing. Now is the good stuff. Practice the hard stuff first, if that's what you like to do, is to get that out of the way. But there's a few different ways you can go here. So you can either practice your whole song at once, the whole thing, or you can take out the really difficult bits or the things that you know you need to work on and practice those, and then practice the whole thing. Sometimes I suggest, if there's really like one really difficult bit in the song, to practice that 3 times for every one time you play the whole thing. So that's one thing you can do. And the other thing to think of when you're practicing this is, it doesn't all have to be fast. You don't have to play the whole thing fast right now. So practicing slowly can be very beneficial because it helps you to really focus on the things that you need to do. I know it's not always as fun, but that's what you can do to really improve what you're playing. Okay, so just see if there's anything else. Yeah, I just put it on the end of my notes there. After you practice it slow, then just play it fast just for fun if that's what you want to do. So that's what I would do. All right, so the final bit of your piano routine that you could include is some creative time. So basically some time to play around, to experiment, to improv, anything like that. So if you are learning chords, this might be a good time to try something new, or to play a chord progression, see what you can do with it. The chord progression is just, say, a group of 4 chords or more or less. So that's what you can do. Think about making a melody up, anything, just to give yourself some time to experiment. So if you are learning by notes only, or if you've thought of learning that way, that is good, that's beneficial. But sometimes what you miss out on when you do only notes reading music is this creative time. So it's good to kind of structure this in. Doesn't matter if you're not good at it. I think most people will probably feel like that they're just not that good at it, but still give it a try, and it'll help you in the long run. You could also include here playing by ear. So just practicing playing something that you've heard. Just try, because playing by ear is a skill that you develop by doing it. Okay, so those are my top tips for a great piano routine. So what do you do? So if you are already playing, What is your routine? Let me know in the comments below. How do you structure your practice? What do you think are the important parts? And I'd love to hear what you have to say, because everyone's a little different and everyone's got a tip that we can learn from. Okay, so I'll talk to you later. That was my wave. Okay, bye.